Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going all in on some real conversations. No holding back, no self-censorship. We're going to hit on some major topics that are on my mind. And if they're on yours too, stick around because we're going to break it all down together. Let's talk about free speech and how the UK government is getting a little too comfortable stepping into our conversations. We like to think that in a democracy like the UK, free expression is guaranteed, right? But the reality is, with all these new laws, hate speech laws, the Public Order Act, and the Online Safety Bill, it's starting to look like free speech is only free if the government agrees with it. And here's the thing. These laws claim to protect us from harm, but what's really happening is that they're being used to silence people who disagree with the mainstream. That's where the problem starts. You've probably noticed that anyone who dares challenge government policies or official narratives is suddenly labeled far-right or extremist. It's lazy, it's unfair, and it's all about shutting down debate. Now, the term far-right, it's thrown around like candy these days. If you have concerns about immigration, if you're standing up for national sovereignty, or if you're just questioning why the government is overreaching, boom, you're far-right. But here's the truth. Standing up for free speech, opposing government control, or questioning policies doesn't make you far-right. It makes you someone who cares about democracy. And honestly, using these labels to dismiss people's views is more about controlling the narrative than actually protecting anyone. Let's talk about another controversial topic: gender identity versus biological reality. Look, we all know the facts. Only biological females can get pregnant. That's a scientific reality, but somehow, even saying that can get you in trouble these days. People are saying it's discriminatory, but come on, facts are facts. I'm not here to disrespect anyone's identity, but when the government starts telling us we can't even acknowledge biological truths, we've got a big problem. We're heading into dangerous territory when scientific facts get labeled as hate speech. It's as if we're being told to choose between respecting science and respecting feelings. But why can't both exist? The truth is, you can respect someone's gender identity without pretending biological differences don't exist. And if we can't even talk about this openly, where does that leave us? Now, let's move into the abortion debate. It's one of the most polarizing topics out there, but it deserves an open conversation. You've got the pro-choice side talking about bodily autonomy and the pro-life side defending the unborn's right to life. And somewhere in between, we're missing the middle ground. I'm with you when you say adoption is an ethical solution. Instead of making it all about termination or keeping the baby, why not focus more on adoption? It's a solution that respects the mother's rights and the child's right to life. But the pro-choice argument often shuts this down, acting like it's all or nothing. But there's another way, and we need to be talking about that. Okay, shifting gears to government surveillance. Big Brother, anyone? With laws like the Investigatory Powers Act, also known as the Snoopers Charter, the government has some pretty wide-ranging powers to monitor what we say and do online. But the question is, how far are they willing to go? Could they really spy on individuals talking about sensitive topics like these? Maybe, but would they get away with it? Probably not. Because if they did, the public outcry would be massive. And let's not forget Edward Snowden and Julian Assange. They both exposed just how deep government surveillance can go. These guys weren't just whistleblowers. They were showing us the overreach we all need to be aware of. It's all about finding that balance between security and privacy. And right now, it feels like the government is tipping the scale in their favor, not ours. Now, let's talk about the recent controversy with Elon Musk. He made that comment about civil war being inevitable in the UK, and the government freaked out like he was inciting violence. But come on, let's be real. He was making an observation. Musk is a free speech advocate, and while he might push boundaries, this was not a call to arms. The UK government's reaction: total overreach. They're trying to control online discourse. And Musk's comment is just the latest example of how they're trying to clamp down on anyone who challenges the narrative. It's not about Musk saying something controversial. It's about the government wanting to limit debate, plain and simple. At the end of the day, all of these issues, from free speech and government overreach to gender identity, abortion, and surveillance, are about one thing: our ability to have real open conversations. When the government, the media, or anyone else starts slapping labels on people or censoring discussions, it's not protecting anyone. It's dividing us. We can't let ourselves be silenced. Free speech is the foundation of any real democracy. And if we lose that, we lose everything. So that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep speaking your mind, keep questioning the narrative, and stay engaged. Let's keep these conversations going, because that's exactly what they don't want us to do.